And what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2025. I am Spike Vegeta, and I am joined by a bunch of wonderful members of the speedrunning community and the GDQ community as a whole. We have got Supersonic, who just opened the event with his run of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Great job on that, by the way.
Thank you.
Yay. Wonderful way to kick off the event. We have got Mr. Shasta, who's gonna be running The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass later on in the week. Thank you so much for joining us, my friend.
Absolutely.
And we are joined by the one and only Quacksilver, who has been in the hosting community side of the GDQ community as a whole for a long time now, gotten to host a lot of amazing runs, and will be the host of the closer for this event. Very, very excited for you. Welcome,
Thank you.
Quack. Heck yeah. So here within this segment, we are calling it the evolution of GDQ. And the way I wanted to phrase this segment was just getting to recognize a bunch of absolutely fantastic members of the community. And all of them, a lot of these things I just got to mention, you're getting to open this GDQ. You're getting to close this GDQ. You've been offering Phantom Hourglass for a very long time.
Very long time.
I want to get a little bit nostalgic and talk to him about how far we've come and how important these new opportunities have been for them to get to showcase here in front of this amazing community of so many friends, so many amazing people. So Supersonic, I'm going to kick it off with you, buddy. Again, I just said you got to showcase Sonic the Hedgehog 2. You've been around GDQ for a long time. Got to do a lot of amazing speedruns in Animaniacs, the Super Mario Brothers series, the Sonic series. What was it like for you getting to be the one, this phrase sounds weird in this context, but get to drop the ball? I'm talking about like at New Year's, not like you screwed up or anything.
Yeah,
you did great. What was it like for you getting to kick off this amazing event?
Well, first off, when it was announced to me that it was the opener, I was completely surprised about it.
It was on your birthday, wasn't it?
It was supposed to be my birthday week, but I'm celebrating my birthday on Thursday, so it's pretty cool to be able to be at GDQ for this. So when I saw that I'm being the opener, I was just like beyond, out of this mind or something. So it was a huge honor for me to be able to open up with Sonic 2, which is one of my first games that I owned on the Sega Genesis.
Oh, yeah.
And one of my first speedruns that I've done in the Sonic game genre. So it was pretty neat to be able to showcase that and be able to be with my good friends like Joey Baby, Sound Defense, and 2Jan on the couch with me. So it was a pretty thrilling experience.
Absolutely loaded couch. What is it, I guess, for you for speedrunning and GDQs that keeps you coming back to these?
Mostly from meeting a lot of people, just kind of delving into different communities and just kind of, just introducing myself to them and just see what it would be like to just kind of talk to people in general, because I'm usually very quiet. So it was really cool to be able to open up to other people more and kind of sit down with them and learn some games, learn some strats or teach some strats, things of that nature, or just do races out of the blue. So it's really fun.
I think we can all agree that there's some amount of a little bit of a family that you come back to with these very accepting bunch, big group of nerds we've got here. I love you all, you're great. And Supersonic, you are a wonderful addition to it. So once again, thank you for showing up and doing an amazing run of Sonic 2. Now, we also wanted to switch up the segment a little bit. Generally, I'm the one yapping the whole time. I'm still doing it. But I wanted to kind of let you guys ask some of the questions as well. So, Mr. Shasta, I would ask you this question, but Supersonic, I'm going to leave it up to you.
So, Mr. Shasta, I know you've been submitting Phantom Hourglass for so many years. What makes this game special to you to want to showcase at a mainline GDQ?
It might be the game that I've played the most before I even started speedrunning, honestly.
Wow.
I played a lot growing up, honestly. It means a lot. It was one that, really enough, it was one of the first games to start speedrunning back in 2014. I had 2 runs of it, got a time that was sub 5 hours, then didn't touch it again for another 5 years after that. Not because it was a bad run, it was a great one back then too, but it got better even since then. But it just means a lot to me for that reason, and that reason alone, really. It's just a great game. It really is. A lot of people discount it especially, and I get that for some stuff, but it's great. It's still Zelda at the end of the day, and Zelda is at worst maybe a 7 out of 10 most of the time. And it's great. I love it. So it's one of the games that made me fall in love with the DS especially too.
So what actually made you gravitate towards Phantom Hourglass in the first place that made you want to speedrun it?
That's a good question, I think.
You're a natural interviewer. That was really good.
You're doing well. Keep it up.
It just came up in my head.
Yeah.
See, we're replaceable. This is really easy, actually.
No, it's just like I think I saw. Was that the Green Link or Coco a long time ago run it, and I was like, you know what, I can try it out maybe, and then like years later they found some big glitches in it that saved a lot of time, and you'll see that in my run Thursday morning, and like that just made me more interested in like trying it out and get more involved in the community, and here we are now. Yeah. I currently fastest time in the game, and I'm very proud of that fact, honestly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's an aspect of GDQ where it felt like for years I would do little prediction shows of what games were going to get in, and it felt like, oh, these games are never going to get in. They're never going to be fast enough. They're never going to be popular enough. It has been amazing to see the shift in that with a lot of the games committee the last like 5, 6, 7 years, that they've been getting a lot of games into the marathon that you thought, oh, I didn't know if this was ever going to happen. So I'm really, really happy for you that you're getting to do Phantom Hourglass.
Yeah, it's a hard one because it's a 3-hour long run, and like, but it still has a lot of stuff about it that's really cool the whole time. I'm never just like, I'm always doing things. Like, it's a run where I'm always doing stuff despite the fact that it's so long. And like, there's some cool flashy stuff as well too, like I just show off, thankfully.
Now we've got off to the island over here. We have got Quacksilver. Shasta, you got a question for?
I do, yeah. So one of your first times hosting in general was my Amazing Mirror co-op run for GDQ 2014.
Yeah.
With Swordsman Kirby and Cabasco as well. That was a lot of fun. And like, you've done a lot of hosting since then in general for GDQ. And now you're hosting Finale's event, Delta Room, which is really exciting to say the least. Especially Chapter 3 and 4 coming out. But yeah, absolutely cool. Very, very awesome. How are you feeling about that in general?
Oh, it feels like the stars have simply aligned. I feel like I have gotten so absurdly lucky. Just generally, I think, I feel like a lot of the host shifts I have done, I gravitate towards game rather than prestige or time slot or anything like that. Like, getting to host, I love a lot of weird little indie games. That's sort of my home base. And
absolutely.
And Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, it's the Kirby Metroidvania. What's not to love? And so it feels like truly the stars have aligned to have an indie game of such heft and such importance to a lot of people being able to close down the event. I fully lit up when I saw it on the schedule at all, and I knew like, okay, I'm gonna shoot my shot, and I feel so lucky to be able to be a part of that.
It feels like the dream of a lot of hosts to be able to actually close the events or even open the events sometimes like this. So it's definitely really cool to see that.
Yeah, and I think that all of my host shows, everyone you host for is someone that becomes like a part of the GDQ sphere, sort of to what you said, Spike, about. It becomes a family. Like, I think my very first host shift was for Corvame, running Cassette Beast, she's running Pokemon at this event, watch it. And like, now I have the opportunity to work with the Frame Fatales. Shout outs Fatales.
Shout outs Fatales.
And it just all becomes a part of this much larger family, which I think is so special.
Now we're coming here towards the end of our segment. I'm the last one. Do you want to give?
So unfortunately, Spike, my question here is actually for Greg.
Well, I think we can work that out, actually. Can we get some GDQ Gregs in the chat?
Great.
I heard y'all invited me. Who you want me at the party for?
Oh, no, he gonna do the Greg thing.
No. Okay, listen, I'm Greg, but I'm also known as Mello. Check out those muscles.
That was really powerful.
I'm just here to show off the
You were
gun.
saying something, and I was like, I'm so impressed right
So,
now.
Quack,
you.
what would you like to ask me?
Yeah, absolutely, Mello. So you've worn a lot of hats for GDQ over the years. You've been working with them in some capacity for 11, as I understand, hosting for 5, and you've been Greg for maybe 4 or 5 hours. But it feels like you've been sort of turning a big dial that says performance slowly to the right over your tenure here. What along your journey has felt like, milestones as you've gotten to this point with the expansion of the interview team and all that sort of stuff?
My God, these are great interview questions,
right? They have done amazing.
We're done. You're cooked. Okay, so we're cooked. Okay, so I started off as a chat mod 11 years ago. Shout out to the chat mods, by the way. Love the chat mod. And
Unsung
then,
heroes.
Yeah, so I was a chat mod for 5 years before I ever came to an event, and then it took me, 2 years of auditioning before I even got in as a host, and Now I've been hosting for the last 5 years and then on the interview team for the last 2 years. But that whole time, I've always been a performer at heart. I've always loved live comedy. I've loved bringing joy to audiences. And the fact that like that's the special skill that I get to bring to everyone here, like the people at home, and like get to get you excited and happy to be here, it just feels really deeply, deeply special to me. And I feel recognized and seen at GDQ. This is one of the safest places, safest spaces I ever go to every year. And yeah, it's home. It's home.
Yeah, I know GDQ has a deluge of theater kids that feel seen in.
Yeah, you can tell.
So I thank you so much for the question, Spike. We can't go without asking you a question. So I
make
would
it a
love,
quick one. All right.
I gotta say, like, you know, you're really like one of my idols here. You've probably to a lot of people. How does it feel to be? Yeah, give it up for Spike.
Woo! That's my goat.
You are that's my goat. You are quite literally surrounded by love. How does it feel for that circle of love to keep growing for you, event after event?
I have been asked multiple times in the last few events, do you see yourself ever not coming at some point, just growing out of it? And I'll keep this one short because we got to get to the next run. I see myself coming here for as long as possible because I really do mean family. I love all of you. It has been wonderful to be a part of this. I am proud to be a part of this community. They have a lot to be proud of, especially for all the millions and millions of dollars we have raised over the years for so many people in need. Thank you all so much for watching the Evolution of GDQ interview. Thank you to everyone for joining me. We're gonna send you back up to the front for more amazing speed runs later all.